guys and welcome to the Watchtower Watch Reviews with your host DK, and today we are taking a look at a Seiko, specifically the Seiko SNK623K1, which is a watch that to me brings to mind a lot of similarities with the Rolex day date, and that's the reason I bought it really, is for that dial, specifically the black dial with the day date complication. The day is at 6 and the date is at 3. So while it is a bit of day date, it is also its own thing, which is fantastic. Also, on a side note, we are holding our competition for 500 subscribers, and I'm going to announce the winner this weekend on Saturday at 10 o'clock. So keep an eye out for that video. However, we've got a video today. We're going to review the Seiko, see if it's any good, and whether I think you should pick one up. Let's get to it. So it is an all Seiko affair today. Well, sort of. So we have the actual Seiko that we'll be unboxing. We have my Addies Dive Seiko Sumo Homage and my Addies Dive Captain Willard Homage. And I'm wearing my watch for the next review, my Heimdallr SKX Homage in orange and black. But that's enough about the Seiko connection today. Let's get this unboxed. I bought this from Creation Watches. It's currently up for €83 and there is a link down below. It is not an affiliate link though. There's also an eBay link if you want to support the channel. Inside you get the watch itself, you get the Seiko instruction manual for how you work the watch, and at the back of that you get a signed and stamped guarantee card guaranteeing you 2 years of warranty. As you can see there, 22nd of December 2020, this was 2020 purchase for me. The actual code is the SNK623K1, and the spare links of course, that is your lot with Seiko, you don't get any extras. So dimensions on this one today. Well, it is quite a small watch. Diameter of 37mm from the 8 to 2 position. Diameter of 38 including the crown at the 10 until 4 position. The lug to lug I should say is 43.2mm with drilled lugs and an integrated bracelet, as you can see there, tucked away nicely into the case. The lug width, well, it's sort of irrelevant because it is an integrated bracelet. It is only 10mm lug width. The thickness on this one is 10.5mm, I'll just give that a quick wipe, 10.5mm there, and the weight is 121 grams with all links, with 4 links removed to fit my 7-inch wrist, it is 108 grams. So specs on this one, well, it is all stainless steel construction. It is a lot of high polished surfaces on the case, crown, bezel and part of the bracelet. However, they are all stainless steel, and with Seiko you are getting 316L stainless steel. You can see there that high polish on the case sides and the crown. You also get it on the fixed bezel. You get it on the upper lugs there as well. And you do get it continuing on from the upper lugs through to the bracelet on the outer links with a brushed mid link. The bracelet is hollow links with hollow end links, as is the case with most Seiko bracelets. It includes their proprietary system with this very strange pins that they have in them. The bracelet features a pressed clasp. It is signed with the Seiko 5 logo and 3 micro adjusts. If we flip it back over, it is a flat mineral crystal and there is no AR coating, as you can see there from the light flashing away at it. No distortion either, as it is completely flat. Mineral crystal is designed to scratch rather than shatter. Sapphire crystal will shatter if you exert too much force on it, but it will not scratch. It is not a screw down crown, however it is a screw down exhibition case back. You do only get 30 meters of water resistance on this one though, so I really wouldn't be getting this one wet. 30 meters is basically just okay for getting caught in the rain and washing your hands. The movement inside is Seiko's own 7S26 movement, automatic movement, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, 6 ticks at a second hand per second. Pull it out once to adjust the date there at 3 o'clock and the day at 6 o'clock. Pull it out a second time to adjust the actual time. You do not get hacking, but you can sort of back hack it by winding it back. So it is time for the macro shot on this one, and it is, in fairness, a gorgeous looking dial. I really like, there is another blue version of this, but I really like the black. Seiko 5 logo up there at the 12 o'clock position. Framed date window there at the 3 o'clock. Automatic 21 joules at 6 o'clock, just getting a bit of that dirt off there, with the framed day window down there in full at 6. You do get the movement caliber 7S26 down there as well. All applied indices, all applied numbers as well, and very, very nice applied stick baton indices in a high polish kind of chrome look. And here it is out on my 7-inch wrist. So due to the nature of the case and the integrated bracelet, I'm not going to have too many strap shows for you today. just giving you a quick wrist roll of it here on the stainless steel bracelet. It does conform quite nicely to the wrist, and because it's integrated, it does sit down quite low. You can see there a little bit of rattle in it because of the way the bracelet fits, but it does flow nicely into the wrist, and it will fit smaller wrist sizes as well, so that is good. If you do want to get a strap, you're pretty much going to have to make your own. This is, as you can see from the buckle, a Cadison strap that I kind of had to cut myself. So you do have to cut the strap yourself to actually get it to fit. On black leather though, it's not half bad. So it is Lume time. So this is 15 minutes of footage sped up down to about 50 seconds. This is after 2 minutes of light from my UV torch. As you can see there from it being a dress watch, it does have a decent amount of Seiko's Lume Bright Lume on it. The hands do hang on longer than the indices. So it's not bad, in fairness. I always think with a dress watch, Lume is more of a bonus than anything else because you don't really wear it. You're not going to wear it diving as well with 30 meters of water resistance. You're not really going to wear this one to bed, I don't think. But it's not bad, in fairness. As I say, after the 15 minutes of footage, it does fairly fade though, and you can just about see those hands hanging on right in the center of the screen, the hour hand in particular. But if this is one that you're looking at for Lume, I would say it's not the one for you. It's just not intended for that. So likes and dislikes. I'm going to start with the likes. The fact that this is not an homage of anything. It is an original Seiko watch. You know, it's not copying anything else. It's not trying to be anything that it's not. It's a Seiko 5. It's a very good looking Seiko 5 as well. And you do get that respected level of brand recognition with Seiko. It does bear a little bit of a resemblance to the Rolex Day-Date, as you can see here from the picture. You can kind of see what they were going for. You know, taking elements. This is more of an homage actually than the sort of one-to-one homages that you do get from the likes of Pagani Design or any of the other Chinese watchmakers. This one, its own thing. It is an amazing looking dial as well. I really love it in this black. I think it's fantastic looking. There's hands, the baton indices, the numbers at 12, 6 and 9. Just fantastic looking, and it really is an unusual looking day-date complication and a great looking dial. However, dislikes. You can see there, it's going to be this integrated bracelet. If you're going to do an integrated bracelet, you're going to have to make it better than this one. The fact that it's integrated as well means that you really can't swap it out without butchering a strap yourself. There's a bit of flex in it, and it just doesn't look great. Also, you can really hear that rattle there. The second thing I'm going to mention again, the fact that you can swap out that bracelet and the fact that it's not great, you do just get a cheap press clasp as well, as with most Seiko 5s. Now, the fact that it has 3 micro adjusts does give it some redeeming factor, but it's not great. Also, my one, and I don't know if this is common, I wore it while in the bathroom having a shave, and then when I came out, it actually had some moisture inside the case. It isn't damaging it, of course, but it is just a bit of a letdown. You probably saw it actually on the outside shot. Also, this is one of the ugliest exhibition case backs I've ever seen. This isn't a sticker, these are actually printed onto the exhibition glass, and it just looks awful. Also, the 7S26 is not the nicest movement, and it is a fairly cheap movement as well. It's the most basic movement that I can think of that Seiko do in an automatic line of watches. It's no NH36 or NH35, it's just very basic, and it is really, you're paying for the brand on this one. And the other thing is, as I said, it is a basic movement. So to get it started, you're going to have to do the Seiko Shuffle. Now, that hand movement and motion might come natural to some people, but I'm not a huge fan of doing it with my watch. If I want to wind my watch, I want to hand wind it. I want a hacking, hand winding motion movement. And you know what? Maybe the likes of AliExpress and the Homage watches have spoiled me, but for me, that movement is a deal breaker. So guys, there you have it, my review of the Seiko SNK623K1. A really good looking watch with a couple of flaws, unfortunately. The integrated bracelet's not the best in the world, and if it's integrated it means it's going to be very hard to swap out straps. You're going to have to cut the strap yourself to fit. Also, the movement is only okay. So I think realistically, if you're buying this one, you're either really in love with the dial, is one, or two, you're really in love with the dial and you plan on modding it. I've seen a couple of people mod these to include NH36 movements, which again would give you that hacking and hand winding, and they've looked really, really cool. I just think maybe that might be beyond my capabilities, unfortunately. So, hopefully you've enjoyed the review. If you do like one, I'll try and find an affiliate link somewhere for this, of course, and leave it down below. Hopefully you've been entered into the competition already for 500 subscribers. If not, this is pretty much your last chance to do so. So make sure to enter in the video around here somewhere. I have been your host DK, this has been the Watchtower Watch Reviews, and I will see you guys next time.